What's up guys, Joe Parfanuk here and welcome to my YouTube channel. So this week's video is going to dive into a live sourcing tutorial to show you exactly how I make decisions when I am purchasing products. By you watching me, you can be able to make these decisions for yourself and then purchase the right type of products to move your arbitrage business forward. Because the types of buys that you make will make or break your business, because you need to come into the sourcing process with the right thought process to make the proper buying decision. And I will also cover just some strategies that will come up along the way that I use to create margin on products, and that can be really shown through live sourcing. So let's get into the tutorial so you can see exactly how this works. What's up guys, welcome to the live sourcing tutorial. So what I'm gonna do is essentially act like I'm starting from scratch. As you start to source and build a list of storefronts that you know that have arbitrageable products, then you can start to pull those stores. I would recommend making an Excel file of storefronts and their link. So basically, if you want to take someone's storefront link, you can just do the copy and paste their link into an Excel sheet. That way, if they change their storefront name, then you can have it regardless. You're not going to have to refine them or anything. Their unique identifier, which is this code right here, is always going to stay the same no matter what. So as long as you have that, or you have the link with the unique identifier in it, you will be able to find this storefront. So I went through this list. This is an arbitrageable product. It's done very well in the past, and there's tons of arbitrage sellers on this product. So I went through the list and I picked out a couple of sellers just that struck my eye, just the amount of reviews. Typically it's under 300 for arbitrage. So I found this one with 44 reviews, and then I found another one. This one with 57 right here. And they both have pretty solid feedback, so that's a good sign they're not doing anything shady. So I picked those two storefronts, and I'm going to combine them both into the product finder, and I'm just going to do exactly what I would do if I was sourcing, just to show you guys how exactly it looks. So first things first, I've already preset my filters in the product finder. So I have it to 2,000 to 100,000 sales rank, which is essentially giving us a 90-day average of 2,000 to 100,000 cap. I prefer to stay under 100,000. It limits the risk of tanking because there's more velocity there. That's kind of my point. I've seen sellers take 150,000, so it's possible, but that's just my personal preference. And the next thing is the buy box price, which is negative 10 to 20% in the 90-day drop. So this means that the buy box percentage has not dropped by more than 10% or increased by more than 20. The idea is to give you a stable keeper, so that's why I have that set. And then I put Amazon out of stock just to not complicate things and make things sped up a little bit, because there will be Amazon in stock and it will be harder to find. Recommend that to more advanced sellers to try to look for stuff with Amazon to compete with, because most sellers will stay away from that. But yeah, so that's it. Nothing to do with price here. I didn't take any filters for that. You can play with the category. I'm going to see how many results we get, and I might limit it to a certain category. So if your niche is grocery, you could try only looking at grocery products. So the new offer count is 6 to 80. This is typically what I was set, keep it between 6 and 80. Usually don't really sell anything over 80 sellers in the 90-day average. It can be at one point in time. I have seen that where I bought it and it worked out. So try to just stay in the 6 to 80 range. And the next thing, which is where we're going to put these seller IDs. So I'm going to copy this in, and I'm going to put it in the seller. And you don't want to put it in the buy box seller. I've had students do that on accident and then wondering why they're not getting results. That's only going to show you results if they're in the buy box. So you want to see them on the listing regardless if they're in the buy box to get the full amount of listings that they have. So let's add in the other seller's ID. So if you want to put in multiple, you just have to separate it by a comma. So now we have 2, and we have 30 products to go through, and that's all the products that meet our criteria here. So that is pretty solid. That you can get through pretty quickly. We'll go through the first maybe 10 or so as I try to show you just how I source and find things profitably. So yeah, we have 30. That's pretty good to go. Everything looks good. So you click find products in the keep a product finder, and now all these products are going to show up. So let's go through
The first one, and I'll show you how you can find Kachava profitably. I wouldn't recommend buying this listing, but I can show you an example. It's a little risky. I've said this in the past where this looks like a complaint from a customer. Maybe the listing got pulled, and then there's an IP complaint right over here. You can see if you zoom in, this is an IP complaint. It went from 70 sellers to 40 in a day. That is never going to happen, really. It would take a lot of velocity for 30 sellers to come off in the same hour. It's literally at 20 hours of the day. So yeah, all those sellers just fell off at once. Looks like they mass submitted an IP complaint. But I can show you when I do the live sourcing, how I found it profitably to give you an idea of how you can try to replicate that with other products. So here we have the Ninja Shark, and this is starting to look better than it has in the past. So it kind of tanked a little bit over here, and the buy box price shot up in June. Looks like maybe stock issues. People were out of stock. The buy box is looking like it's starting to go up again. So let's see if we can find this profitably. We'll hit the Amazon button. That's going to take us to the Amazon page. And essentially what I'm going to do here is I'm going to go to Google and try to find this profitably. So I know Target does carry this. Let's see if we can find it anywhere else. That website kind of looks sketchy. If you want to see a comparison to see if this website is sketchy, you could look them up. They do have some reviews. You can check out the reviews. A lot of people saying that they took your credit card and canceled. It says it's a scam. I would stay away from that. If item received suspicious business practices, looks like they're stealing credit card numbers. This is a red flag here. I wouldn't buy from the store. So I know Target does carry it for $20. Let's see if we can manufacture a little bit of margin here. So just going to go over certain ways I try to manufacture margin when I'm sourcing. So it's $20, but we can go ahead and look up the Target gift card price. So there's a couple websites that I like to look at. Card Cookie and Card Cash are the main two. And then Raise is another one. Let's just look at the Card Cash and Card Cookie just for now to get us the idea. So Target, save up to 5%. So they do have a 5% gift card here. Let's see what Card Cash has. Looks like I had Bed Bath & Beyond loaded up. No wonder why it's not loading. So hopefully this loads in a second. Try that again. Jeez, I'm dying today. Okay, we got it. So let's go to Target. And we're looking at the max, so it's 3%. So it looks like 5% is probably the best we're going to get here. So we take that 5%. Yeah. So we're going to take the 5%. You can use seller as a calculator. So 20 times 0.05. Looks like I typed that in wrong. Why is that not working? 20 times point. That gets us $1 off. So now we're at 19. So I have a prep fee in here. I'm going to subtract that out. And now we're at 17.15. So 34. That does not get us to enough margin. We're at 8%. It's actually selling. The buy box looks like it is at 35 or was at 35. If it stays consistently at 35, we might be able to meet the minimum. So yeah, that's 10% right there. Ideally, I'd want to see some more consistency at 10% to pull the trigger on it, because there is a lot of 32 at certain points. So yeah, that's an okay find. Not exactly meets the margins of most people. So I would personally pass here, but that is not necessarily a bad find. So we keep going. And you go back to get back to our search history. So we're going to look at, let's see, is this meltable? No, this is not meltable. So very consistent keepa. This looks like it has potential here. Just got to make sure you understand that it is a little bit on the heavy side. So sometimes you'll have to remove the pack of two to, see the price per one. So what this is 30 ounces each. So this is like almost 2 pounds per bag. The 1.9 pound per bag, yeah. Office Depot has it for 16. Walmart has it for 10. Sam's Club has it for $9.48. Oh, that's a bigger bag actually. Never mind. But yeah, Walmart had it for $10.17. Let's look at the price here. Looks like that is not going to work out. That'd be $20.34. Take out the prep fee. Yeah, so that's $18.49. That is not going to work out. Ideally, you want to create a little bit more margin here. Sometimes it comes up. It looks like it is a bundle, actually. I just noticed that. Looks like someone created a bundle listing, and it's probably a way to create a moat around it. So, they don't have this bollard thing. I'm not sure where you would even get that. Looks like people tend to ignore that. I'm assuming the one with 3,000 reviews is the one that put that there. If it doesn't come with that little bag thing, then people might get upset. But honestly, I don't know if they would even notice that. So yeah, if we remove that bollard thing, maybe more stuff will come up. $10.99. Looks like if you did a little RA, it's $9.99 at Fry's. BJ's has it for $9.79, which does get us down a little bit. Taking out the prep fee again, just so you guys know that. Let's see the current buy box. It might be a little higher than. Yeah, it looks like you can sell it for $35.79, which is significantly higher. Still getting close here, not enough. A lot of times it's going to be close. You can save the leads that are close. Maybe if something goes on sale, you can go back and check it if you didn't really find anything with coupons or anything like that. But they're a little bit of a red flag because it is a bundle listing with the Ballard product thing in there. So I've personally been avoiding this brand here. I know they file IP complaints now, and it looks like they do have one of those bigger sellers, Fortress Brand. I've mentioned them in the past, and they probably will dominate the buy box. So we go to the buy box. They have 90% of the buy box share. And also, I'm going to just avoid this altogether because when we go here, they're known to file IP complaints. I've had people reach out to me and tell me that they've been hit with a complaint from them, so I probably would stay away. So this could be a good one here. Only thing is you got to look back and see Amazon was on the listing, but they haven't been in a while, so there could be some potential here. So I believe this is the same one. Walmart, you're not really going to get much of a discount. Fry's is RA. Kohl's has it for $26.99, which I don't know if that's going to move the needle enough. So it looks like it's 27 here. We can try to see if we can stack a little bit of coupon codes. Save 20% by texting FRESH. So let's see if we add like 5 to the cart. And let's try a couple of codes, see if any of them work to get a little extra. Looks like it took off another 10%. Oh no, it says you have the best price. 122 divided by 5. And then we take out the prep fee. You turn that to minus. So that is 22. And let's look at the buy box price, because a lot of times people will price it lower than the buy box actually should be. Looks like it is starting to tank a little bit. If this was selling for 40, we'd be making a 13% margin. So if I could see this a little more consistently at 40 like it was, looks like it is starting to tank, but sometimes they will just recover very quickly. Could be someone penny blowing or something like that and then causing a price war. But if that gets back to 40, that's definitely a buy, because it was even more than 40 at certain points. It was at 42 at certain points. So that definitely can be a buy. And I would try to get the text code, because if that would work on top of it. Oh, looks like a code actually did work. Okay. Honey FS did work. That got us an extra 10% off right there. So you could try to see if you can get the 20% off. If you text that code to Fresh, it was over there somewhere. Also, it says buy one, get one 75%. You definitely want to be a little bit curious when you're sourcing. So it looks like there's a bunch of good deals going on here. If you buy one, get one, the next one 75% off. So I would definitely be trying to look for stuff there. I'm going to stick with the product finder for the purpose of this video, but this definitely can be potential. Sometimes you'll find stuff while you're sourcing, kind of great rabbit trails here. So you can see if you can find this profitably and stuff like that. So yeah, if you can get the 20%, that would be, it's still a buy, honestly. Was it like 39? At 39 right now, it's still 11% margin. So it's not too bad. I would definitely just pay attention to that price dropping. If it drops any more, it could be a little bit of a concern, but it could very well recover. So definitely not a bad buy at all. So yeah, there's another find. And, you can see if we really went for this for an hour, you can definitely find a ton of leads. It just depends on how you're sourcing. You need to know like how to source the right way, be in the right stores, because people tend to go in the wrong stores and stuff like that. So you want to have the right stores and the right idea on how to be creative to create discounts. So gift cards are one, coupon codes, stuff like that. Buy one, get one. There's tons of different ways to really get creative. And just to show you, because I didn't show you another way. So Kachava here to find this profitably, and this will be the last thing I do for the video. So essentially we have it on the website. I don't think it's sold anywhere else. Kachava sells it strictly. So I think it was chocolate that we were looking at. So it's 5, and then subscribe and save. So it's $60 per bag now. And when you add to the cart, now we can try to create a little bit more margin. So it looks like it auto applied 10% code. So that got us down to, I think, 50 something. I think I've shown this before. So it was 53. I took out the prep fee. It went down to 52. So right now the current buy box is 100. So it's 24% margin right now, but I would definitely tread lightly. They could file another IP complaint at any moment. It is definitely on the riskier side. So, but it is not. It definitely is a great find. Very fast mover. Has tons of room if it does start to tank and like go lower like it has been in the past. Like over here when it was $90, you still have room. You definitely would make money at 90. So yeah, it's definitely a little risky though. I would tread at your own caution here. You know that they do file IP complaints. So. But yeah, so that's kind of just different ways. I hope the live sourcing really showed you different ways to create margin. I know it was a longer video than I normally make, but I think there's tons of value in here for you guys to really, really take your game to the next level and, find stuff profitably pretty quickly. I think it just really takes the reps, because I know I'm moving very fast here. If you're a beginner, you might be moving a little slow. That's okay. I was slow when I started out. It really took the reps to be able to, move a little quicker, and even be able to do this while trying to explain it. It is actually kind of complicated to do it while you're explaining it. But yeah, so really hope this information helped, and I think you'll definitely get some great value out of it. I would definitely implement these methods when you're sourcing to find leads more efficiently and faster. So thank you guys for watching. If you got value, please drop a like, comment, and subscribe. And thank you guys again for watching.